Welcome to Battle Network Academy. In this video I'll be covering White Web. White Web is a standard chip that appears exclusively in Battle Network 4. This attack will spawn webs on your opponent's field. This one is a bit unique in that each version of this chip changes the spawn location rather than upping the damage. White Web 1 will spawn webs on the top row, White Web 2 will spawn webs in the middle row, and White Web 3 will spawn webs in the bottom row. Each version of this chip will spawn webs that deal 40 wood damage. This attack can hit multiple times if your opponent moves from one web to another, so it can be pretty good against viruses that move in a predictable way, or you're playing against a stupid person. The webs themselves only have 1 HP, so they can be destroyed by incoming attacks, and they will also not spawn on broken or hull panels. They will, however, spawn underneath objects and your opponent. And after 150 frames, or 2.5 seconds, the webs will despawn. Looking at this chip initially, it seems kind of disappointing. Like, it's 40 damage, and like you're gonna maybe get one hit off with your opponent. And they're like, okay, I'm not gonna move up into him again, right? But if you pair this with like Wood Soul, and you sacrifice a whole bunch of like high damage null chips into it, this attack can do crazy damage. And then if you add on like a fan or like some panel grabs to kind of force them into one area, and then force them to move into the other white webs, this attack can go crazy. Again, it requires setup, but you know what? I think some of the chips in these games that require setup are some of the cooler ones. It's like, yeah, I just put all this work into it, and now you're dead. Then again, it feels even worse when it misses. It's like, oh man, I just put all that work into it, and it did nothing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.